Yo, yeah, I was trying to figure out how to stop that joint.
Oh no, no,
It's
I'm here though. I'm here.
yeah, I stopped that joint. Yeah, y'all tapped into the fly frequency. I'm here with my guy here for boxing.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
What up, homie?
Little, what's good, bro? Little
Hey,
pop up live. You know what I'm saying?
let's talk about some
Uh,
fun stuff, man.
yeah, man. We gonna do a little recap of the 2025 year. You know what I mean?
No
Talk
doubt.
some boxing. Who had the best comeback, bro?
Devin Haney.
Yeah, that's easy, right?
Devin Haney
Devin
for
Haney
sure.
had
I
the best
mean,
comeback, bro.
yeah, it's unfortunate. You could go around different platforms and ask that question honestly, and the only reason they wouldn't give it to Devin is because they don't like him. But remember, these were the people that said that he was forced to take this fight. He didn't want the fight. He was going to get knocked out. His career was going to be over. So with all that being said, I hear the same people now saying that he cherry picked Brian Norman Jr., that he was green and Devin and them knew it, and that's why they picked him. Well, y'all say he was forced to fight him. So which one is it? Can't be
Yeah,
both, can it? Can't be. It can't be both. He was forced to fight him, and he cherry picked him. You can't do both, bro.
yeah. I always thought that was a crazy narrative that he was forced into the fight and all of that stuff. You know, they try to say that Bill tried to get out of the fight and all of that.
Oh yeah, they said
Man,
he was going to get out. He was. Oh, that I forgot about that one. Yeah, Bill going at the last minute, at the last hour. Bill going to pull out because they never wanted to fight. Man, Bill and Devin was licking their chops when that fight got announced.
and if we really think about it, Dev really came back, but I guess people ain't like the way he had came back already. You know, when he came back with the Ramirez fight,
Yeah,
because he really was coming back from the Ryan Garcia situation still, you
no,
know.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
And so when people, I guess people ain't accept the Ramirez fight because it wasn't enough, for people to gauge where Devin's mental was at. You know, I think that's what
yeah,
everybody was looking at.
for sure. I agree
Trying to
with that.
see, yeah, trying to see like where Devin head was at, if he was damaged by that, whole ordeal that he went through and all of that. And I think Devin, showed out. You know, with
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah, pick the hardest guy up there, the hardest fight up there at 147. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
he did his thing. So
And contrary to what people want to tell us, he wasn't forced to fight him. He wasn't made to fight him. It was nothing like that. I know people may not want to understand it or accept it, but Devin is one of Turkey's guys. Turkey likes Devin, right? I'm sure they've had private conversations where Devin has, shown himself to be one of the guys that you could rely on to make a fight when you need a fight made.
yeah.
I
Mhm.
think Devin has shown that, and I think that that's what Turkey really looking for. You know what I mean? And after his showing against Brian Norman Jr., I think Dev has many more paydays coming his way. He showed up and he showed out, and I
Who?
think if you Turkey, that's all you want. Come in here, don't play me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We could all eat, but come in here and fight, and that's what Dev did. So Dev, he single handedly crushed all the narratives around his name that he's damaged goods and he didn't want to fight, and all the silly stuff that Dev, forced people to say.
Yeah. Who else had a good comeback though?
Who else had a
I
good
think. Oh
comeback?
yeah, who can't had a good comeback? Frank Martin, bro. Even though he only fought Bartholomew.
Bartholomew was funny. I mean, I don't know if it's, but yeah, but I think when it comes to comeback of the year, I honestly only think there could really be one. You know what I mean? And I think it's Devin. I can't think of any other notable fighter who who disappeared and not disappeared, but had a setback and came
Yeah,
back from
yeah.
it. There's nobody else I could really think of.
But I think that was a good comeback for Frank Martin though, because we ain't seen him in a while since he got knocked out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, by Tank and all of that. And I know he was getting clowned and all of that stuff. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying, about the clinching and all of that. And so, people wanted to see what he was gonna do when he came back. And I think him getting that knockout like that, it was a good comeback for him. He knocked somebody out, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'll
And
definitely give him his flowers for that. But as far as the number one with a bullet. Ain't really no close number two.
I don't think I remember Frank Martin ever getting a one punch knockout though like that. You know?
I don't follow Frank closely enough. Like I've seen his fights. I've seen fights other than Tank, but I've never like paid overly close attention to Frank. Like I think he's a good fighter, but he's not somebody I like. Get excited about watching. You know what I mean? Like if he come on, I watch it, but otherwise, I'm not like checking for Frank these days.
Yeah, I might just be tripping. Who else had a comeback? Can you consider would you consider Shakur the way Shakur came back? I mean the way Shakur fought who was it, Zapata? Would you consider that a comeback? Because
No, I
it
want
was kind of a
no,
setback because he had a replacement,
but
but
it was a self inflicted setback. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? It was so. I
Well,
mean, what setback you
wait,
talking
why
about?
you
You
say
talking about?
self-inflicted?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking when you was talking. I'm thinking about the De Los Santos fight where he was
Oh
running.
yeah,
But as
yeah,
far
yeah.
as
It wasn't that. It was
as the
it was
Padley
it,
stuff,
yeah, I guess that's not a
yeah,
comeback. That
no,
was
that's
just,
not a comeback. That's a replacement fight. You know what I mean, like I
yeah.
don't like he didn't suffer. It wasn't like any adversity of anything. The night got easier.
Yeah, that was a good
So
fight though. I like
yeah,
that was a good showing from Shakur, man.
yeah, for
I was
sure.
impressed by the way he fought him. I
What
saw
he did
some
to
people.
Padley, what he did to Cepeda, like I think that what Shakur did in the Cepeda fight kind of killed some narratives around him that he can't fight this way or he won't fight this way or he doesn't like fighting this type of fighter and all he's going to do is run. And I'm like, even when it comes to Devin and Shakur, the narrative is, oh, they're just going to run. And that's the conversation that people use to avoid their fighters fighting him. But the only time I seen Shakur run was De Los Santos. The only time I seen Devin quote unquote run was against Ramirez. Outside of that, Devin has fought in the pocket his whole career. Outside of that, with De Los Santos, Shakur has fought in the pocket most of his career or in range.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
people,
true.
people create these narratives to say, well, the reason we don't want our fighter to fight your fight is because all your fighter's going to do is run and we want action. Well, what happened to the different stages of boxing where fighters cut the ring off and do these different things? That's what make fights, not standing toe to toe, punching each other in the face till somebody falls. That's not boxing.
Yeah, right.
That's that
Rock'em
power.
sock'em robots. That's what
That's
that
power.
is.
That's power slap. If y'all want to watch that, go watch Power Slap. But every fighter brings a different element to the game, right? So you can't criticize a guy because he's a mover. Oh, you want two guys standing in front of each other punching, but y'all hate Turkey, and that's what Turkey want. But y'all hate Turkey. So what really is it? You know what I mean?
And you know what I heard a lot of this year, man? A lot of people talking about Shakur hands being brittle. They was criticizing him about his hands always being hurt and all of that. But I was saying my argument was I can't tell, I'm saying, that he got bad hands, from what he did to Padley. They like, oh, Padley was electrician, and all of that. But hey, he's stopping people still with them spaghetti noodle knuckles. You know what I'm saying? He's still stopping people. So
So
I
my
can't really.
Shakur.
Yeah, Shakur. He stopped. Didn't he stop? Well, no, he ain't stopped Padley, did he? I think he dropped him. He
Oh,
dropped
so
him
I'm
though,
getting
for
that
sure.
weird. I'm getting that weird static thing I was telling you about. Like sometimes I'll be talking to y'all and I get this real dumb static that come through. It's coming and going right now.
Do you be
Hopefully it
moving
stays.
the phone? Because I heard it a little bit, but then it
No,
stopped.
I'm sitting here on my phone. I mean, I'm on my hand. I got the phone in my hand, but it happens sometimes with StreamYard. I don't know what it is.
Your
Yo, can you hear me?
Dank Father. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I was just saying, what's up to Dank Father? I see
It sound
Blue
like
Hustle Man in the building. We got Hannibal in the building. SBG Mello. Salute, bro. Couple people in the
yo, I'm gonna
building.
leave
You know what I
you,
mean?
man.
Yeah, yeah, leave and come back. Yeah, so I was hearing that about Shakur, about his hands and all of that. People trying to criticize him, about his hands always getting hurt. Then we heard that he had some kind of treatment or something on his hands or whatever. Um, is what I heard. I don't got no proof or no hardcore evidence of that, but that was the rumor that I was hearing. But I think Shakur had a real good showing against Zapata, man. Uh, trying to prove a point and everything. Yo, you back? Yeah, it's doing it again, bro. Hold on.
Man, like, I'm muffled, man.
Yeah, you need to come out one more time and come back.
Do this. I'm gonna leave for a couple minutes. I'm gonna Google some troubleshooting.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I had the booty. I'm gonna see if he could come back though. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put that link out there for you too, Dank. If you want to come up here, Blue Hustle, man, whoever want to click the link, man, y'all could click the link. But let me see. Dank, what's good, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, it's goody, bro.
Ain't nothing, man.
Hey,
Same old,
got
same
a
old.
funny ass story. Let me show you the proof, just for anybody that think I'm capping. That's the Santa Monica Pier right there in Los Angeles, California. For anybody
Wait,
that think I'm capping, that's it right there, the Santa Monica Pier.
what you about to tell me about it? You saw a
Right?
UFO or something?
Nah. So boom, Friday I landed. No, Sunday I landed in LAX and shit. And guess who I seen when I was getting picked up?
Who?
Tank Davis.
For real?
Nah, for real.
Was he
And
taking a knee?
nah, nah, he wasn't taking the knee and shit. But the shit was so funny because I was outside and I was waiting for my to come get picked up and shit. And the person I was with was like, "Yo, no," I said, "Oh, to go that nigga Tank," and she was like, "You ain't see the nigga? We had just walked by him." But I didn't pay any. I wasn't really paying attention to what she was saying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm there waiting for the what you call it, waiting for my ride and shit. So the
Mm-hmm.
next day, when we was talking about it, she brought it up and was like, "Man, it's crazy how we saw this thing get Javante." And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, it is." And then she was like, you didn't see him on see him on the phone yelling, talking about, 'I told you, bitch. I told you, stupid bitch,' when we just got off the plane." I was like, "Nah,
No.
I didn't see that shit." I was like, she was like, "Yeah, the nigga was on the phone saying that shit, yelling it and shit." So I thought that was
You
funny
you
and shit.
you joking, right?
I swear to God on everything I love. I swear on everything I love. That shit was fucking hilarious.
No, but we was just trying to do. We was up here trying to do a quick little 2025 recap. You know what I'm saying? We talked about who had the best comeback. You know what I'm saying? I thought that we both agreed that was Devin had the best comeback. You know what I'm saying? Then we was just talking about some other people who might have had a good showing on a comeback or whatnot. I named Frank Martin. I thought he had a decent comeback. He got a knockout. You know what I'm saying, in a new weight class, you know what I'm saying, 140. So, I thought that.
Nah, I ain't jacking Frank Martin for comeback fighter of the year.
No,
I got
I'm not saying he was the comeback fighter of the year. I was just, honorable mention. I was just mentioning that he had a good comeback. But yeah, Devin Haney had the best comeback of the year, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, Devin Haney's my comeback fighter of the year.
Yeah.
Um,
Who
David
else? Can you think of
Benavidez is my
anybody else can't had a good comeback or whatever?
uh. Rolly could be a nominee.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Rolly did get stopped by Pitbull, right?
yeah, yeah, and then
Yeah,
he
that was a
came
good
back.
comeback. Yeah, against
That's a good comeback.
Ryan, but then again, Ryan had 0 nanograms in his system though.
Yeah,
So
that's true, but everybody was counting Rolly out and shit. Nobody was really giving him a chance.
yeah, even Turkey Allah Sheik was disrespecting him, right? Yeah,
Nah,
man.
for real.
Hey,
Knockout of the year, I got Brian Norman, fighter of
hold
the
on,
year.
slow down, slow down.
Oh, my bad.
No, I do got that on the list though. But who took the biggest L though, bro?
Who took the biggest L this year?
Yeah, who took the biggest L this year?
Damn. Shit.
Is, is it Ryan Garcia?
Ryan Garcia take the biggest L.
My pick is Jake Paul, bro. What we just saw. If we want to count Jake Paul is a real fighter at this point, bro.
Nah, Canelo took the biggest L,
Well,
bro.
he used to be. You think
Canelo,
Canelo took the biggest
yeah,
L?
Canelo took the
Canelo
biggest.
didn't lose that bad though.
Nah, he lost that bad. He got embarrassed, bro.
So that's your pick, Canelo.
Huh?
So that's your pick, Canelo.
Yeah, I think he took the worst L.
Hold on a second. Dang, I don't got my other device, so I can't really pin I can't really pin this link right here. So I threw the link out there. Anybody want to click the link, y'all can click the link, come up here and tell help us recap and whatnot. But so who had the biggest win?
The biggest win?
Yeah, I got Bud Crawford,
Crawford.
man. Yeah,
Yeah,
Crawford for
Crawford.
sure, hands down.
Crawford had the biggest win for sure.
Yeah, man. What's some runner ups? Who else had some big wins? Well, I would say Devin had a big win, but
Uh,
I don't want to put it. I don't want to have him in two joints, but
Bevo had a big win.
yeah, Bival had a big win.
Um, who else had a big win this year?
Mm.
Uh,
David
damn.
Benavidez.
Uh, nah, I wouldn't say Morel and Yard is a big win. Those are solid wins, respectable
I
wins.
didn't think he was going to stop Yard though.
Uh, nah, that's a strong win. I don't think it's
Uh,
like a super win or whatever.
what's your pick for the fight of the year, bro?
Fight of the year.
Yeah, what was the
Fight of the
fight
year.
of the year?
Uh,
I got a couple candidates though.
give us their candidates.
Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes.
That was a
Um,
good fight.
Ryo and whatchamacallit, Gary Antoine.
Hell nah. What?
That was a good fight, bro.
Bro, that was a one-sided ass whooping.
Hey
Talking
man,
about.
but Ryo was punching back too, bro. Right, he just ain't have enough, but he was punching back though. He ain't
Nigga
lay
lost
down.
12 rounds to 0, bro.
Hey, it's the same thing with Sam Noakes and whatchamacallit though. With Sam Noakes and Abdullah Mason though.
Nah, that was a
I
good
can't think
fight
of.
too.
Yeah, it was like the same thing almost. It ain't
No,
like
no, that was a way better, more competitive and better fight than fucking Ryo and Gary Russell and shit.
I don't know, man. I think you exaggerating it, man.
Ryo got his ass whooped. He didn't win. He didn't win a round, bro. Come on, man. You
Sam
do
Noakes
you,
ain't winning around either though.
that's cap. Sam Rokes won at least 4 rounds, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't remember him winning no rounds. It was a good back and forth, but I don't remember no rounds that I could just say, "Yo, dang, Abdullah Mason lost that round." I ain't really see no rounds that was clear like that. But for Noakes,
So when you judging the
but
fight, what are you basing it off of? Off what you like, or are you judging it off the criteria?
no, I was judging it off of what I saw. Like with Gary Antoine and Ryo was hitting him with something too, bro. He was hitting him with some shots. But Gary Antoine was just walking through them Jones. Like he was catching them.
Nah, I
But
remember that being a
every
one-sided.
time he hit Gary hit come back with two or three more on him though. But he was fighting back, man. He ain't just lay down. But Gary definitely won though. And I ain't gonna argue with you about him winning every round, because I think he won every round too. But what other fight was a good back and forth?
Uh, Beef better beef two was a good back and forth.
Yeah,
That was a good
that was the
back and
last one.
forth.
Yeah, that Bivol won.
Um, what else?
All right, well, who? Let's go to the trainer of the year, though. Who the trainer of the year, bro?
Trainer of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Papachenko, Team Usyk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got them for trainer of the year. Got him for trainer of the year.
Dang, I was gonna say Bomac, but he did have a setback though with Key.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I ain't mad at that. What was the robbery of the year?
uh, damn.
Devontae Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. That was the robbery of the year, bro. My man took a knee, turned his back, went and got his face wiped and all of that stuff, bro. And the ref was counting and everything and just stopped. That was diabolical right there.
Oh man.
Blaze said Bomac was the trainer of the year.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's who I was thinking at first, but you said Usyk trainer. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yo, Fly, I'm gonna get up on out of here, bro.
All right, salute,
I'm gonna
bro.
mess with you, bro.
It
All right.
sounds like you driving or something.
Nah, shit, I'm right here on the beach and shit. Just put my feet in the ocean and shit.
Wait, hold
Smoking a
on.
nice
Where
little
you
spliff.
at? Where you at, bro?
Shit out here in LA and shit.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
out here in
it's
LA.
cold as hell out here. I wouldn't be nowhere near no water, bro.
Nah, I'm
But
out
you
here in
got it
LA and
though.
shit, just cooling.
If you
Right
see a
here in Santa
UFO out there
Monica.
coming out of the water, record it, bro.
Say that again?
I say if you see a UFO coming out of the water, bro, record it, bro.
I'll send it to your email, bro.
A USO, what they call it, USOs or whatever.
All right, fam.
All right, salute, bro.
All right.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
What's good with you?
Ain't nothing, man. What was the robbery of the year for you, bro?
Mm. Oh, Canelo and Bud.
You think that was a robbery?
Yeah,
For who? Come on, you trolling, right? Yeah, see, God took your voice away, bro, because you trolling right now. Talking about Canelo, bro.
yeah, it was Canelo, bro. It was Canelo,
No,
man. What you mean?
Lamont Roach got robbed, bro. And
Nah. That's not an upset though, because it was a draw.
that was a robbery, bro. It wasn't supposed to be no draw, bro. Come on,
I
man. That's
mean, but it was so
a
close. So
draw
you could
can be a
say,
robbery, bro. A draw can be a robbery.
nah, check it out. It was an upset of the year. It was the Bud, and that was just a draw, man. That ain't no robbery. That's a draw. I'm okay with a draw, because Tank really won.
What? Oh, this dude bugging, man. If I was one of these other crazy channels, I would throw you off the channel right now, bro. I'd toss you off right now. Blaze, what's good, bro?
What's happening, y'all?
Ain't
Hey,
nothing,
am I
man.
right, Blade? Am I right, Blade?
What was the
You know them.
robbery of the year, bro? Blaze,
Well,
what
hold
was the
on. Hey,
Uh,
robbery of the year,
hold on,
man?
hold on. Am I right, Blaze? The the
about
uh, the
what?
robbery of the year was Canelo and Bud because Canelo was supposed to win.
Don't
You
listen
know.
to this nigga. Don't listen to this nigga. This nigga ain't got no sense.
Yeah, that
you
was the
know.
listen, the robbery. That was the robbery of the year. All the people lost their money in Vegas, man. I'm trying to tell you, all the people. My thing with me, I was there at the
Vegas
fight.
cleaned
Listen,
up.
man, I was there, man. That shit was crazy, man. It was all Mexicans, man. All Mexicans. I swear, I'm not exaggerating. It was at least 75, 80% Mexicans up in there. They was
Yeah.
deep. That joint was
Yo,
packed.
I saw that
Everything.
video clip. It was a short or something, and boy came to like the construction yard. He was like, "Give me my money, man.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want my
yeah,
money."
all
And
of
there
them
was all
paid.
these
Yeah, yeah.
Mexicans coming up paying them bread.
Yeah, I see that on everything. He had
Yo,
everybody.
he cleaned up,
He
bro.
bought him lunch. He took everybody money and bought him lunch.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, he did. I seen that.
Yeah,
Yo,
nah,
what
that
was
was
your
crazy.
robbery of the year,
Oh
Blaze?
no, man, I don't know. I
Come
don't
on,
know,
spit
bro.
it out,
Cause
bro. You know what it is, bro.
nah, man, I seen one dude get robbed, but I forgot what the name of the fighter was, but they made a big deal out of it, him losing on the cards. It was somebody who wasn't that known. I would say controversy of the year would be, the
Oh
Tank
yeah,
and
somebody
and,
else
and
got robbed.
Lamont.
Who else got robbed this year? It was somebody else, man. That it was a blatant robbery. I can't
Oh, yeah, it
remember
was
who
this
it
black
was.
dude. He got robbed. I forgot. People were making a bunch of videos out off of it.
What's the name? Nakatani.
William Skull got robbed versus Canelo.
Yeah, see, now you speaking my language, bro. You know what I'm
That was a
saying?
robbery,
Hey,
bro.
what? Pitbull got robbed then, if you want to say. Pitbull got
Wait, who
robbed
put?
too, because it was a draw.
No, wait.
With
You talking
Lamont
about
Roach.
versus Lamont Roach? No, Lamont
Yeah.
Roach got robbed twice this year, man. That was crazy. Got
See,
robbed
I thought,
twice.
see, he ain't speaking my language no more, man. See how quickly you can revert back to your old school
All right, I
ways?
think we both going. I think we all gonna agree on this. An easy one right here. Who had the knockout of the year?
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua.
Nah, he just
No,
broke his
The
bro.
jaw.
He
knockout of
that
the
He just
wasn't
year.
no
broke a jaw.
no. The
The
fight got
knockout of
stopped.
the
He wasn't
year.
really knocked out. That was a
He
technical
counted him
knockout.
out. No, he
A,
counted the
a
10. It count.
technical
It
knockout
count.
can't be the knockout of
No,
the year, bro.
he counted him out. He was out.
No, he
He
got
just
up.
counted the 10, yeah, but he counted the 10. He was
Nah, we
done.
ain't talking like that. We talk about where you get knocked out, you unconscious,
I
you
mean,
sleeping,
then it was
you
No,
know.
Brian
no,
Norman Jr. in Sasaki.
Yeah, exactly.
hell no.
Man, listen, he embalmed that boy.
No, the knockout of the year was Anderson Silva, bro. Y'all saw what he
With
did.
Woodley, with Woodley,
He did
No,
that little
no, no.
fake step and
he
came and
did the
hit Bull
fake
with
kick.
he hit
He thought
Woodley
he
with
better
that
think it was
uppercut
in the
and he was
cage.
done, bro.
Yeah,
That
hey,
was
he did that. That's the stuff they used to do back in the day, though. Like trap their feet, do all kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was a nasty Roy Jones Jr. uppercut knockout.
he went and dug in his bag.
Yeah, but that ain't nowhere near like Norman. Norman
Nah,
has
Yeah,
Sasaki
Sasaki,
yeah,
out.
man.
I give it to Norman, man.
We ain't gonna
I
take it
give it to
away, man.
Norman.
He got washed against Devin, but Sasaki, yeah, he bodied him. But nah, though, you got to take some honorable mentions to Jai. What Jai did to the boy, Jai bodied
Yeah,
the boy, and
yeah.
Uh,
that was a knockout.
What about didn't Belanga get knocked out?
Yeah, Sharice put hands
Yeah,
on Belanga.
Shiraz, yeah. Hamza.
You know, Hamza
yeah,
Shiraz.
I'm Saraz knocked him out. Yeah, but yeah,
So
that
hold
ain't
on.
that
They
ain't.
said Boots had the KO of the year.
Boot scale was clean, but
Man.
he didn't sleep the boy like Brian Norman Jr. slept Sasaki though.
Man, I don't. It's a lot of people out here. I can't believe that it's so many people out here that think that Boots is trash, though. I
I
don't
mean,
understand, man.
Boots ain't fought nobody, so he's gonna
I
deal with
mean,
the
you can say
algorithm.
that. You can say that, but how would you, from the eye test, how could
Look,
you think
bro,
that he trash, though?
the boxing algorithm is this: the greater you are, the more people are gonna talk about you both sides. So as much
Well,
praise as you gonna get, like Boots is polarizing because people will overhype him and people will also underestimate his abilities. This is what happens when you don't fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the curse that you get. That's what Shakur got. 'Cause Shakur was cursed, and then he double cursed himself when he fought that De Los Santos fight. Now he's fighting Tio. He can turn the corner of this shit because it'll be his first name ever. At the end of the day, Boots got to fight somebody. We see what we see in the ring. We see the skill set, but he literally had got elevated champion. He beat Stanionis, who was what? Not that got a vacant title, so we don't even remember who Stanionis beat to get the title. You see what I'm saying? It's like you really gotta handle your business out here this late in your career.
Hey,
So at
y'all
the end of the
smash the
day,
like button, yo.
it's just like with this Virgil and this in Boots. It's like that's corny because it's like this. It's like Virgil and Boots stepped to each other after the Virgil fight, and we didn't even they didn't even get able to get in the ring when Oscar was in the ring throwing water on the fight. They'd both be in their best interest to go fight for a title at 154 because both of them could go win a title from somebody else at 154. Like these guys
But
gotta
you know
fight
what I don't
somebody.
like though? How people say it. They be like, Boots ain't fighting nobody. Boots got to fight somebody, and they like be
He
blaming
do.
Boots. Like, I,
He
I mean,
do.
I know he
He's
needs some
35
names
fights
on his
in.
resume, but the way people say it, they be
But
acting like
Flyer.
Boots is ducking them or something. Like Boots ain't trying to fight some of these guys,
But
and these guys ain't ducking and tucking their tail.
but Flyer, he's 35 fights in, and what he gets the disadvantage
it
of is
ain't by nobody.
he was waiting behind Spence and Bud, wrecking 47. So
Okay,
he was
okay.
in the tuck somewhere when them guys was handling business on a collision course that was 5 years in the making.
Boots was
That's
trying to
that
fight them dudes, man. He wasn't
exactly. That's what I'm
hiding.
trying to tell you. But I'm not telling you he was hiding. I'm just telling you that he suffered to have to wait in line like that. Because what he could have did though, he could have went and fought somebody else at 147. He could have went and tried to fight a
Who?
Porter. He could have went and
If
Somebody.
tried
he
to
really
fight a
wanted to
Well,
fight, if he wanted
Sean
to
Gilbert.
fight,
Porter
Went and
said
tried to
he
listen,
tried that. Sean Porter said he
exactly.
wasn't fighting him.
But that's the thing.
listen.
My thing is at the end of the day, you can make that an excuse saying that nobody want to fight you, but you literally didn't. He didn't literally didn't fight nobody. So that's gonna be
No,
his knock. You
no.
got to force
Sean
it.
Porter. Sean Porter said out of his mouth that he ain't fighting Boots.
But what I'm telling you is
Okay,
you
this is
have
for
to
a
force
fighter
a
though.
fight with somebody, bro. Like that's on you at the end of the day. If you're that, you got to build your name up. If you want to be the guy, you want everybody to claim you to be the guy. You want to be the guy. You got to build your name up. So even when cats want to dodge you, you got to make them an offer that they can't refuse.
I mean, yeah, but that's like the promoter side right there that you
I mean,
talking
but that's
now. That
part of it.
ain't
But
Boots'
that's
fault.
but that's what you're. But that's what we're dealing with, Flyer. Because we talk about who's being promoted. We don't talk about the fighters that ain't promoted. Like y'all ain't
Now,
talking
no,
about Matthias and Dalton Smith. Nobody's talking
now the
about
only,
that.
only
Nobody's
thing that
talking about
only
Lewis
thing that I
Crocker and Donovan. Both
the,
those fights he just had.
the only thing I could see is when Turkey Ali Sheik was giving them making them little offers to him and everything, and Boots was like turning them joints down, with T.O. But it was all fights. I mean, T.O. is a name, but I really don't think that Boots gets credit for beating T.O., man. I think it was like a one-way deal. Like T.O. would
Nah,
get
but look,
credit
we
if he
can't
beat
even talk
Boots, but
about the
if Boots beat him,
hypotheticals though. No, because
no, listen, if Boots beat him, he coming up from a lower weight class. I don't
yeah, he's
care if
not gonna
he
get
is a
credit for
name.
that.
They ain't going. They already hating on him,
No,
man. I think they wasn't going to give him his credit, man.
I know, but my thing is this: if you that fight ain't a real fight, we don't respect that fight because Tio's at 140 and Tio already showed he can lose, and we think Boots is unbeatable at 147. So he's not getting credit for a Tio. He's a lower person in a lower weight class. He don't get no credit for that. I don't. But for me, I didn't. I took it with a grain of salt. That came and went so fast. Those rumors of them fighting came and went so fast. And with me is I don't even deal in rumors. The only reason why I'm talking to you about Virgil and Boots is because they stepped in the ring and faced off with each other, and none of them have fights lined up right now. That's
Hey,
the only reason why
man.
I'm talking about
So
it.
who? But we know that Virgil's side is the one that's holding up the fight right now.
But
Like
listen, though,
that's my thing. People was cooking Boots and everything. You know what I'm saying? Acting like Boots was scared of Virgil. Virgil was poking his chest out, talking about what he's tweeted. I think he said um don't ever approach him about not fighting somebody. He said if the fight now y'all know if the fight don't happen, it's not because of me. And now
but
it's now
unfortunately,
Boots came out, you know, it to the ring and what after one of his fights, and he act like his whole energy changed and everything, and he like pretended like Boots was the next going to be the next fight, and then like not even 20 minutes later, he's on camera talking about he want to fight Earl Spence Jr. and all this other dumb stuff.
but
That's his
but
dream fight
the reason,
and
but
all that.
Flyer,
But I
you
don't
can't
see
do
nobody
that.
cooking him though.
I know, but Flyer, you're gonna be arguing with somebody till you're blue in the face on that because they're gonna say Boost dodged Virgil earlier. I just got into a debate with that. So this ducking shit, you're not gonna hear the last of it, bro. You're gonna be going back and forth for hours behind who ducked who. The fact of the matter is neither one of these fighters got a fight coming up, and this is the biggest fight at 154.
And
Even even with the
he
titles.
ducking though. He doing the same thing.
And we seen it. Like I said, I seen it too. Oscar poured water on it on the face off. So it's like,
All
bro,
content
is that
creators
the
need to
weakest?
do videos saying that Virgil Ortiz is ducking Boots,
But
bro.
they're delusional. They don't. They're literally saying that he didn't duck and that Boost duck. You're not gonna win that argument against the haters, bro. That's the one thing about it. You ain't gonna win the argument against these haters, bro. These YouTube streets is vicious right now when it come to boxing analysis. Because if he's gonna go into glazing, cats is gonna make all these sexual name calling, all this weird shit. We're gonna talk about anything but people fighting in the ring and analyzing fights, bro.
Hey,
So,
look, Two
like I said,
Sizzle. Look what Two Sizzle said. Look, he ducked. He ducked. I mean, Brian Norman Jr. ducked him too.
but that's debatable because they priced themselves out. Let them tell it. They asked for more money than, and it was like a few $100,000 difference. So,
Pricing yourself out is another form of ducking, though.
but
They
what I'm
ducked.
telling you is it, or it could be, hey man, it might have like it was 200,000-300,000 for what they wanted. So it'd be like, man, one thing about it is like with me, I don't get caught up into that because the business is the business, bro. And back in the day, like I'm 39, bro, but back in the day in the 90s, early 2000s. You didn't have the internet and all of that. We only talked about the fights or thought about the fights when the poster came up and they said they was fighting. All this matchmaking and who's ducking who, it's a waste of time, bro, because there's a whole lot that plays into it when you're negotiating millions of dollars. You feel me? When you're negotiating millions of dollars in a fight and the shit break down, it ain't necessarily a duck. It's like the business ain't right, bro. It's big business at this level of prize fighting. That's why it's like I can't. We talk to Duck. I can call the what I'm saying. Hey, it looked like these promoters don't want him to fight. But at the end of the day, I have to leave it alone, man, because we can say these guys is ducking. We can say they ducking, and then tomorrow they got to fight. We just got to let it marinate. Because so from what I'm seeing right now, when we're looking at Virgil and Boots, we're talking about Duck Talk. I don't really want to talk about Duck Talk with him either way, because next week or the week after they might have a fight. Until one of them is fighting somebody else, then we can look back and say, oh, somebody ducked somebody. You feel me? But it's like saying the Duck Talk against Devin and Boots. It's like, no, both of them guys had a legitimate reason to decline the fight. Boosh just went up to 154 per his physician. He's saying, hey, man, it's more healthy for him and he'll fight better at a higher weight. So he moved up to 154. You know, Devin gave him the offer at 147. Obviously, Devin wanted to fight at 147 because he wanted to fight a title shot with Boots. There's no reason to not fight a title shot if you're going to take the risk
Yeah, it was
for the
two
two
titles.
straps. For the two straps. Boots is like, nah, we don't care about no 147. We going up. You meet us at 152 because his position in his body, whatever they doing, because that nigga's hella big. That nigga was hella bigger than Canelo in those sparring camps. That nigga's
Um,
hella
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
That
That's
nigga's
why
like
I say. That's
190 or
why I say.
something. You see what I'm
That's why
saying?
hey
my
So it's like
stance
Blaze,
is that he didn't duck because
hey
nobody duck
Blaze.
nobody. And that fight
What
can
happened
happen in the
was
future, bro. And it'd be super fight.
so what I
Gotta let it
guess
marinate.
it wasn't that Boots the Sheik actually said, hey, because he already knew that he was moving from 147 to 154. So the Sheik basically just came at Boots and said, hey, look, you want to fight Devin? It's at 152. And then the Sheik said, he told, Devin 152 and then Devin turned it down. So no, they didn't, but nobody ducked in that
But that's what I'm
situation.
saying. It's neither here nor there. The thing is that Cats is calling the people who done made it to the tip top of the sport, business wise, entertainment wise. Y'all calling them ducks while they over there setting up their next multi-million-dollar play. Debo Devin setting up his next multi-million-dollar play. Boots is setting up his next multi-million-dollar play. The core is in its biggest fight ever under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. Who was the last fight they fought in that big arena in Madison Square Garden? What was the last fight in Madison Square Garden like that? Let me know. I don't remember. Can you remember the last big fight in Madison Square Garden? Not the little ballrooms that T.O. was fighting in on Heisman Day, on Heisman weekend.
No,
You
I
feel me?
can't. I can't even remember no Madison Square Garden joints
In this,
outside of the joint that Turkey Ali Sheik was supposed to have outside or whatnot. I remember like the
yeah,
Barclays fights and all of that. But
exactly. Hold up. Let's research it real quick. Hold up. Let me Google this real quick.
well, why you doing that? You what's good, Rich?
Yeah. I just jumped in there. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Not
Okay,
right
yeah.
now.
So
I'm
I was about
asking
to. So I was about to
which.
ask.
Oh,
So
go
I was
ahead.
about. Oh yeah, he was asking if anybody remembered um uh Times Square fight. You know what fight happened at
Oh,
Times
Madison
Square?
No,
Square Garden.
Madison Square
Oh,
Garden.
Madison Square. Yeah, Madison Square Garden. But which what fight? Who y'all think had the best show in this year, bro?
What you mean showing?
You know the best win, I guess.
The
Oh,
best
the
win?
best win.
Bud.
Yeah, the best win.
It's Bud. It's Bud.
Yeah, Bud for sure.
Bud.
It's
Listen,
Bud because he want.
Bud turned the greatest Mexican fighter in history, arguably, into an old, washed up nobody. And dude was undisputed. He told y'all he was gonna do it before that. He told y'all he was gonna make them guys cry, and them guys was literally crying on video. Like,
But
listen, man.
you know the thing that I like about Bud, man, is when after he beat a nigga, man, after he beat a nigga, you see you got these dick riders, they get on here and say, oh man, he's somebody because he won the belts later on in life that he's somebody. Nah, Bud turned these niggas into old, washed up. They was nobody. They was fights. They was done 10 fights ago and all that stuff. And that's what he did to
Hey,
Canelo. To Canelo. Now you hear niggas say he was washed up,
hey,
he was
Canelo
old,
ain't no
he
nobody.
he was this, huh?
Somebody asked if Canelo was a nobody now. I said, hell no.
No,
No,
Canelo
but
no,
ain't
what I'm
no
no,
telling
no,
nobody.
you,
no, no, no,
he's a
no, no, no,
nobody
no,
in the
no,
sense of
no,
they're saying
no,
he's washed up, he's slow, he's old now. When they were
cause
saying he's gonna
not
knock out Bud before that.
listen, listen. When Bud do it, it's the niggas washed up, the nigga Bud caught him at the right time. But when someone else do it, Man, he put on a master class. He was this, he did this.
Oh, we
Come on,
already
man.
know how they get down, man. We just gonna
That shit
ignore
is
that. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? We
That's like
gonna
some dick
ignore the
ride
hate.
ass shit.
Oh, so
We
Man.
look,
just gonna ignore that.
Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fought this year in Madison Square Garden, but I don't know if that's where the basketball players fight at. I don't know if it was the big
Nah,
place.
nah, it probably was. It probably
Hey,
was. You
hey,
remember they,
hey,
you
hey,
remember they, you remember they had that shit in
Hold on,
Netflix.
y'all. Hold on, y'all. Here for boxing. You here?
yeah, I was making sure y'all could hear me. It sound better now. My
Okay,
phone,
yeah. We hear
tweaking. My
you.
phone, my phone was like 200 degrees in my hand, bro. I had to take the case off and let it cool off some. It ain't
Hey,
even
that's
helping,
probably
really.
why I be doing that, man. It be
Yeah, I'm about to
overheating.
get a new. I'm about to get a new phone though. I gotta get a new phone. I took the screen off this joint, yo. The whole back of my
Mm-mm.
phone shattered, man. I ain't even know.
Oh,
Listen,
you probably been dropping that joint.
No, they found.
it's from the StreamYard. It
Yeah, they found that I
overworks your
got.
phone.
They found that I got paid today.
Yeah, over
Let me get that.
it over
No, but
there's
we
your
also
phone.
got some insight on what Canelo be doing with his gauze and all of that with the rap. So that make Bud win look even more impressive to me, bro.
What's the
Yeah, I
what's the
mean,
in- what's the insight?
Oh, so
we
look, I
saw
found
we
look.
saw that we saw on from that video that he used a real thin piece of gauze and then he wrap it whatever and induce it. That's stacking. He said no, it's a light gauze. It's a
Hey,
light
Flyer.
gauze.
Hey, Flyer.
Was good.
Before Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano in April, when they fought in April 2022, it was Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano for, in the second fight for the
No, bro.
unification.
But that wasn't this year, bro.
No, I'm just talking about. I'm just saying the fights at Madison Square Garden. There ain't a lot
Uh,
of fights in MSG.
you
Was
saying
it
that's
wasn't Danny Garcia last fight in Madison Square Garden?
No,
his
hell no. Danny
That was
farewell
at
joint.
Garcia's
His
Barclays.
farewell
Danny
Huh?
joint.
Garcia is not in Madison
Oh,
Square.
that
Yo,
wasn't
that
in
It was
Jones,
at the
Madison.
Barclays.
that fight was so
Was it the
bad I couldn't even
Barclays?
steal a stream. I couldn't even find a stream to steal.
Yeah, that wasn't even in a big
That
venue,
joint
bro. I
was
don't even think it was at the
crazy.
Barclays, bro.
Nah, because he sold the most to Madison Square Garden.
I had to watch a puppy show that night. It was
You
I
crazy,
heard
know,
bro.
but it was nobody there though. Rich, we're
Okay,
talking
okay,
about
okay.
big lights, big arena, Madison Square Garden. That's where
No,
Ali
no,
and
no.
Frazier fought.
No, 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 no. I understand. I know I'm saying Danny Garcia sold the most, but I think they said that his last fight, he wanted to do it in the garden, I think. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think it
that
was
wasn't where
Bark.
his
I don't
last
think it
fight
was.
was.
I don't think it was at Barclays Center though. That's
No,
what I'm
but
Hey,
saying.
hey,
I'm here.
Rich,
I'm
Danny
gonna find
Garcia
it real quick.
last fight was definitely at the Barclays, 100%.
Huh?
It was
It
on.
was
It
Hey,
was
at
at the
Rich,
That's
hey,
what I
Barclays,
Rich,
Barclays.
thought
you
it
wasn't
was.
you
100%,
wasn't here
100%.
earlier, Rich. Who had the biggest L of this year, of 2025?
Javante
Big as
Davis,
hell.
Yeah, who took the biggest L, bro?
Javante Davis.
No, Tank
He
ain't
didn't
take no
lose.
L, bro. Tank ain't
You
lose.
lying?
No,
You
no, it
lying?
was a
You lying?
draw. It
You
was a
lying to
draw.
me?
Come on,
But
bro.
you know,
We talking
What
about in the
Charleston
ring,
White? What
bro. We
Charleston
talking
White
about in
say?
the
You
ring,
lying?
man.
We
What
talking
Charleston
about the
White say?
official.
Charleston White said you lying to me.
I think Ryan Garcia did with the Rolly Romero.
Yeah, you think that was worse than I think Jake Paul, man.
Nah.
Come on,
We
man.
already
He
know
got
that.
he got his chin knocked off, bro.
Yeah,
Now
but
Jake Paul,
that
but
just
Jake
made
Paul was going to lose. You know what I mean? He
that
was going
just
to lose.
that just
Oh
made
yeah.
him make that just more money, man. I'm talking about Ryan Garcia because if Ryan Garcia take this another loss to
Yeah.
Barrios, then it's over with.
Yeah, that was the most embarrassing loss, I would say. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
but
Ryan
but
Garcia.
listen though, if Ryan Garcia beats Barrios, oh my God, they're gonna create a monster. They're gonna make him the face of boxing, bro.
Oh
They
man.
already listen. They
No,
already
but look,
treat
but
him like
I
he's won a
can't I
title
can't front
already. If he
I can't
wins the
front though.
title, it's gonna be crazy.
I can't front though. I want Ryan Garcia to beat Barrios
He gonna
because
duck Devin.
because
He gonna duck him.
oh man, come on, don't say that, man. You're gonna make me go the
No,
other way.
listen. You gotta
I'm
look at the
hoping I'm
listen.
hoping he beat Barrios so that him and Devin can have a big fight after that.
I
But
know Flyer. He's gonna duck him,
He
Flyer.
ain't gonna be able to duck him and fight Rolly Romero because he about to lose to his mandatory.
It don't matter. Ryan could fight a Ken next, bro. He's gonna be A side champion,
Man,
Nah,
Ryan better not duck
y'all,
viral.
Devin, man. He better not.
Listen, bro, he's gonna
hey,
dodge
listen,
him.
hey,
And he's
listen,
gonna say, I beat him. I don't gotta fight him again. He's nothing to me.
hey, listen. Ryan Garcia really got the man. He got what's really going on right now. That streaming world shit. That's what's going on right now. Ryan Garcia got got so many. he in a good position right now, man. Just one knockout, who good? You know what I mean? Students, if you ain't just see the Aiden Ross Terrence Crawford interview, Aiden Ross kept bringing up Ryan Garcia and Jake Paul all day. Cause that's what these niggas. That's all these niggas know. That's all they know. These casuals. So if he end up beating Barrios, man, that's good on Devin behalf. Matter of fact, because if Devin end up fighting him again and beat him with all
But
these
that's the
screamers and
thing.
shit like that, that's good
That's what
on
I'm trying to
Devin
see,
behalf.
Rich.
That's
But
That's
what
what
good
I'm
I
on his
want to
saying,
behalf.
happen. I don't
yeah.
want. I was thinking
Whether
that.
he beats him or not, though, you feel
I
me? It
was
don't
thinking
even
that
matter.
Devin. I was thinking that Devin need to beat Rolly, because if Ryan Garcia beat Barrios, he could duck Devin by trying to fight Rolly and say he want that rematch more. But
He gonna duck
but if
him.
Rolly
Any which
I
way.
think Rolly gonna get beat by his mandatory, and then that's gonna take that away from Ryan. So he just gonna have to fight Devin. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm thinking gonna happen.
Listen,
I ain't.
listen, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
I'm rooting for Keyshawn to beat Jermaine Ortiz, and then he go up to 147 to fight
Keyshawn's
Devin
going
in the
to Keyshawn's
summertime.
going to Keyshawn going
You
to slap
don't want,
that boy around,
I
man.
thought you liked
Nah, listen,
Keyshawn,
Jermaine's
bro.
nice, man. Don't
Huh?
sleep
He
on
all right.
Jermaine, man.
Rich,
Listen, I'm
Rich,
not
I
Don't
sleeping
thought
sleep
on
on
him.
him.
no,
I
He
ain't
gonna
Rich,
make
sleeping
him
on
Rich,
go
him,
I thought
but
12.
you, Rich, I
Jermaine
thought
gonna
you
give him
liked
12.
Keyshawn, bro.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go up to
So why you want to go to
147.
147? You know what's going to happen to him, what Haney's going to do to him,
Nah,
bro.
nah.
You
I'm
want his train to get stopped early. Come
Nah,
on,
I'm
bro. Let Keyshawn shine a little bit, bro.
frequent. I don't go on them other niggas' channels that like that, ain't like that. But I'm gonna come with yours, and I know it's gonna be a bunch of y'all on here, and I'm gonna bet y'all niggas.
Hey, Rich, you better send Shakur, man, because Key ain't gonna be able to cut it. You better send Shakur,
Nah, Shakur too
because
small. Keyshawn said I'm
Keyshawn
off. Did you see the way he just told Max Kellerman and them?
Keyshawn don't know what he doing.
Did you did you ju- did you
Shakur,
ju-
bro.
did you just see
They
what he
probably
took?
in the
Did you
crib
just see?
talk. They probably in the
Did
crib
y'all?
talking, and Shakur telling them, "You got to put a rehydration clause on him, bro. You ain't gonna be able to do it." He like, "No, man." He being hard headed. No rehydration clause, Devin. Let's do it.
Nah, but
Devin
did you
gonna
did you
come
see
in there like, "You too small, nigga."
did you see what Keyshawn told Max Kellerman?
No, what he
No,
tell
what
him?
he said?
He said that he said, man, well, he said this boxing shit is mine. 140 is my division. Any division I go at, it's mine. He said,
can't
so
let them
Oh,
after I
boys beat
walk,
he might
Keyshawn,
got one.
man.
hold on. He said, after I'm done with Jermaine Ortiz, he said, I'm going up to 147. I'm trying to get a belt. That's exactly what he said.
And
He
listen,
just
can't
said
none
He
it.
of
better
them
Hey,
he
just
better pick one of them other dudes.
can't.
He better not pick the
it's,
wrong
it's
one first.
go and
No,
look it up.
he trying to go up
Go
there.
and
He
look
said
it
he
up.
want to fight.
Hey,
He
Fly,
said he
go and
want
look
to
it up.
fight
It's on the
Devin.
ring.
No
It's on the ring.
rehydration clause.
Hey, but look, check this out though. Let's give it up for Keyshawn. Keyshawn blew it. The biggest blunder we done seen. He blew a title fight defended homecoming in Norfolk, Virginia. Fucked
Right,
up top ranks money. You feel me?
right.
Fucked it
Yeah,
up.
I
It
got
And
all
that's
up,
Keyshawn.
and
I
right?
got
that's
And
only
Keyshawn
then he
down.
bounces back though.
and
Listen, he bounces back. He's co-maining in Madison Square Garden against a legitimate opponent. Bro, that's
Ye-
the comeback fighter of the year. Or
Yo, I
yeah,
got
he
nah,
ain't even
hell
yeah.
no.
let me
I got
No,
let me
Keyshawn
hold on.
down.
Let
Devin
me
was
let
the
me let
biggest
me
comeback, but
let
I
me
Yeah,
got
I know, I know.
Keyshawn
Haney,
let
down.
me
Haney's the
let
best.
me
Haney's the best.
hey,
Haney's the
hey,
best.
let me say something about that, though. Like
Go ahead, you
respectfully.
got it.
Keyshawn can't be the comeback fighter here because what he did was self-inflicted. He
I
played
know, I know,
himself.
I know, I know.
You
I'm playing
don't nah,
hyperbole.
yeah,
You're right, bro.
but
I'm
I'm
just
saying,
talking
but
shit. I'm just
he
talking
don't now
shit.
I'm gonna say,
Devin's
all right, cool. I'm gonna
comeback
say,
fighter of the year.
nah, he
Hold
played
on.
himself.
Let me say this then. I got Keyshawn down for the clout chase of the year, bro. Cause
Yeah,
he did it
yeah, yeah,
twice,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
He did
yeah,
it
yeah,
twice.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
clout chased
I
Abdullah
agree.
Mason, and he clout chased Devin just now.
Man, Devin is the
And
clout,
Tank,
man.
and Tank.
He clout
These
chased
boys,
Tank too.
these boys need
Yeah,
Devin more than they
Yeah,
ever know,
yeah,
man.
he cloud chased Devin. Yeah,
yeah.
Hey Tony, I'm about to let you up, but don't say nothing too ridiculous, bro.
That ain't the boy that
Don't kill the
said
vibe right now,
that
bro.
ain't the boy that said Cambosos would beat
Keyshawn.
Frank
Yeah,
Martin, is it?
don't say it, bro. Don't say it, man. Don't bring it back up, bro.
I'm listen, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just gonna sit here and listen. I'm not saying nothing.
Frank Martin would get his ass whooped.
What's good, bro?
You're not rage baiting me.
Look,
I ain't falling
2
for that.
years from now, ain't nobody even gonna remember Frank Martin.
Come on,
I
we
don't
not
think
talking about Frank Martin, bro.
I
We
don't think
talking
you
about
wrong.
We talking about, come on, no, bro. We talking about we trying to recap the 2025 year, bro. What was going
you.
on in the year?
I mean, you brought up
So
Frank, not
we
me.
so hold on. So before you was here, we was talking about who had the comeback of the year. Who your comeback fighter? Who had the best comeback of the year?
Best
Tony.
comeback of the year.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah, it
Gotta
got to
be,
be Devin Haney
gotta
because
be
I
Dev.
know you don't like Frank Martin. Frank Martin had a decent comeback too, but I know you don't like Frank Martin, so
So
it's Devin Haney by default with you.
let me ask you
So
this, right? Let me ask y'all this. So we all pretty much unanimously agree that Devin Haney is the comeback fighter of the year, right? But then you're going to have people who don't like Devin who will say absolutely not. So who would be second if Devin ain't number one? Who would be second?
Nah,
Because I
nah.
want to.
I ain't
Frank
listen. I'm
Martin,
not.
bro.
I'm not a big Devin Haney fan, but I don't know how
Well,
Frank. I don't. Hey, look. I don't know how Frank Martin would be if Frank Martin ain't even
Frank
fight
Martin,
nobody.
man, everybody, it's
He
plenty,
didn't even.
He
He
just
didn't even.
not you didn't see
yeah,
his last
bro,
his comeback. He just came to
it's
140
plenty,
and knocked out
bro. There's
Bartholomew,
there's
bro.
plenty of
Oh,
guys, but yeah, but there's plenty
who
of
the fuck?
guys.
What the
There's,
fuck?
bro.
What
You
the
don't get
fuck?
comeback fighter of the year for getting knocked out and showing your face 2 years later. You don't get comeback fighter of the year
But
for that.
is you
Yeah, you don't get
crazy?
comeback fighters for the year like that.
He knocked out Bartholomew. Is y'all
So,
Who's that?
crazy?
so,
Who is he? Who's that
Nah,
guy?
Bartholomew. Yeah.
Who's that guy? What's his first name, Flyer? See, Flyer don't know his first name.
Francis,
a frequent, but you gotta pay attention. Watch these other niggas say that's the
Um,
comeback fight of the year.
look,
can't be,
I'm gonna
it
be
can't.
Thebus
honest.
There's
Bartholomew.
listen.
If we
Congratulations to
using
Frank Martin.
Bartholomew
Look,
as
look.
a comeback, then
Congratulations,
I'm gonna say, in my opinion,
congratulations.
right here, thinking about it, sitting here, taking a moment to
Listen,
calculate. If Bartholomew is the measuring stick, then I'm gonna say Anthony Joshua had the greatest comeback this
listen.
year.
Yeah, he got the
Listen,
comeback
if
of the year. That's my comeback of the
you
year
don't,
on everything.
you
Anthony
don't get
Joshua.
no, you don't get no
No,
award
he fought
for
Jake
getting
Paul,
knocked out
bro.
than showing your
This
Well,
face
he
there
two
broke
you
his
years
go.
later.
jaw.
Then
We
I'm
Nah,
gonna
give
that
him
Jake
don't
credit for that. He
count.
Paul.
broke his jaw.
He fought Jake Paul though,
The
bro.
only the only
He
niggas that
broke his jaw.
the only niggas that should have the comeback of the year is either to me Devin Haney and Jamal Charlo, man. When Jamal Charlo beat that
But
one guy,
so
But what
beat
I'm
the
look,
shit
saying
out
here's
of
is,
my
it. And
argument for
you,
AJ real
Look,
quick.
listen,
Here's my
listen though,
argument
listen,
for
hold on,
AJ.
hold on, hold on. The criteria for comeback fighter can't be because your promotional company got you inactive. You don't get comeback fighter of the year for being inactive.
Yeah,
You get
no.
comeback
You had
fighter.
to have a
You
bad
you
showing.
get comeback fighter of the year
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
overcoming
yeah,
adversity. Inactivity is not adversity. That's your fault.
yeah, 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 yeah,
That's some
yeah,
self-inflicted
Hey,
stuff. We talking about Devin got cheated. They tried to bury him. People was talking about his career is over. Like Uncle Phil
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
hating
yeah.
ass put all that smut on his name all these years, and this boy
Uncle
rose.
Phil.
Yeah, Ozempic Uncle Phil.
yeah, I
And
still
and
gotta go with
and
AJ.
and
Yeah, we
he
Like
ain't
the
gonna
and
last
he
say his
time we
name,
saw
rose.
Uncle Phil.
AJ in the
And yeah,
ring
I ain't
was
saying his name, but he overcame all of that. That's adversity. That's coming back.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
You
but the
right. You
last
It's
time
right.
got
we
to
You
be
saw
right.
Devin,
You
AJ,
man.
right.
the
It's
last time
No,
we
no,
saw
ultimately
you
Devin.
right.
AJ, he was laying in the ring looking like Yamcha. So I would say AJ got to come back.
AJ's my listen. I
Tony,
got an argument for AJ, man.
AJ fought. No, hey, look who AJ
Comeback
fought,
fighter
man.
for
Better than
what?
AJ handled
Bartholomew.
his business for the culture, bro. You don't
How?
understand,
No,
bro.
bro,
what?
That
no.
Wait,
shit,
wait,
he
wait, wait,
shut
wait,
that
wait,
nah,
Jake
wait.
Paul train
I
down,
do
bro. That
not.
shit was fucking up
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
sport.
With all due
I do
respect,
not.
How did AJ have a comeback a year fighting someone that's not even
Because
like
he ended Jake
he
Paul.
Because he didn't follow the script.
man, this
He get
nigga
credit
just
for
throw
Hey,
that.
hey man, hey you got
Bartholomew will probably knock out Jake Paul, bro.
stop
hey
calling
Watch
that boy
your
hey
mind.
Bartholomew,
look.
man.
Frequent man, you gotta do like they do you with this guy, man, Tony, man. You gotta put him in the back, man. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck is AJ. What the fuck? Who the fuck
I'm
is
just playing,
Jake
man.
Paul? You gotta do him like that, man.
I'll put
Look,
All right,
Frequent in
yo.
the back of his
Who
own
had the
streets
biggest? Who
yesterday.
had
Frank
the biggest
Paul,
L of the year, bro?
For nine, it's like no,
Frank Martin for
it's like
fighting
yeah,
Bartholomew.
yeah. Ain't nobody heard
No,
about
who
that.
had the big? Who suffered the
Brian
biggest L in the
Norman
ring,
Jr.
bro?
got the biggest L because of his damn daddy talking so fucking much before the fight.
Yeah, Brian Norman Jr.
I'll tell y'all.
Brian
And
I'll
Norman
tell
Blaze
y'all
and
Jr.
who.
Blaze and
I'll
Blaze
tell
and
y'all
Blaze
who
and
got
Blaze
who
and
took.
Blaze had Brian Norman Jr. winning.
I'm gonna
I
tell y'all
had
who
him
took the.
winning.
Y'all got Brian Norman over Ryan Garcia losing.
I'm gonna tell y'all who took the biggest L of the year for nine,
So
because Turkey's still
no, bro.
alive.
Somebody said Canelo. Yes, somebody said Canelo
Oh
earlier.
yeah, that's
No,
Canelo. Man, there's a
Ryan got
lot
the
of
biggest L of the
losers,
year. He
man.
lost to Rolly. Ryan, nigga.
Yeah.
Ryan came
Yeah.
back off the juice and looked like
Yeah, it
me in
gotta
there.
be Ryan.
It's
Hey,
Ryan. You can't.
you
But
know
Ryan, but
Ryan
Can't
Ryan
lose
Bane,
no
had
bet, bro.
he had
Ryan ain't
0
as soft as
nanograms
Beats,
though.
man. It's like
Listen,
Bane when you pull the cords out of him.
listen. It's either Ryan or it's Tank. I don't care what the judges said. I know what I saw. And Tank treating that gift draw like a loss.
Yeah, it's Ryan.
No,
Ryan
Tank
got the
already
biggest
got
vision.
one for the biggest robbery, bro. That was the biggest robbery of the
Well,
year.
it's definitely Ryan. Ryan is
No,
definitely the biggest
I
L of
think
the
a
year.
fighter can be subjected to multiple if he fits the criteria.
But let me say this
That's
though:
only common sense. Otherwise, you're taken away.
is Ryan really the biggest L of the year when boxing keep treating him like the chosen one and keep putting him in position to be successful?
That's why I'm telling you, man. If he
It's
beats Barrios, they're gonna
it's
create a fucking monster, bro.
well, they
We're gonna
already
be
created
hot
a
because he ain't
monster.
gonna fight nobody.
They trying to keep that monster from dying.
Yeah,
And for whatever reason, they hold
Man,
Ryan in high
yeah.
favor, but I don't know why. He's not good.
but
Look, I got to go back to what I said before.
but
The
listen
biggest L
though,
of
if
the
he
year,
beats
the
Barrios,
big,
who's not good, and he can with him. Oh, go ahead, Tony.
the the biggest L of the year is going to be Jake Paul.
Come on, man.
That man got his jaw, bro.
That's what
He
I
got his
said,
jaw,
bro.
bro.
Hey, we agree, bro. I said his jaw, he got his chin knocked off, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
You don't get no worse than that, man.
He did that for a cause. He probably
he
gained.
got
He probably,
92 million
His
though
it,
for
it,
that,
career
and
is
only got to fight
over.
it
once.
probably ain't no loss. To be
His
honest with you, it
Jake
career
Paul
probably ain't no
is
loss.
career,
over,
It
Jake
bro.
Paul
probably was a
career is just
W.
getting started, man. His career will never be
Yeah,
over.
it probably
No,
was a
y'all.
He
W
white,
for him.
yo.
He
Let me
gonna
No,
tell you
he
something.
listen.
get he got
You
he
know
got too
how a
big of a
fighter make
bag
a.
for it to be a
You know
L,
how a
bro.
White
fighter
people,
make that mistake. You know how a
white
fighter
kids
make
love
that
Jake
mistake, and
Paul.
you be like, "Yo, that's a career-ending mistake." Like when Triple G fought what's his name, the boy from the UK who used to be talking about chocolate brownies all the
Kel
time and got
Brooks,
his
Kel
eye
Brooks,
socket.
Kel
Yeah,
Brooks.
Hey,
Kell Brook got his eye socket broke when he went up there and fought. I blame Eddie Hearn for that, man. When he went up there and fought Triple G and got his eye socket broke, that was the end of him, man. Because
but it's
that
different
made
though,
his
Flyer.
face fragile. And then
But
next
listen
thing
though,
you know,
Flyer. The
huh?
next fight with Jake Paul in the contract, he gonna say you can't hit him in the chin.
Hey,
You
hey,
feel me? Like he's so still
Flyer,
win. You feel me? It's different.
Flyer. You got to stop doing that. You glazing right now. You making an excuse for that fighter.
I just feel like that Jake Paul fight's
No,
gonna
his
have
his
three
fight
things.
his career is over, bro.
No,
No,
it's
no,
Because
he got
not
three
because
his
he
things.
face
started,
became
bro.
fragile.
This
And
He
the
fight
could
same
come
three.
thing,
back
the same thing
with the
with
titanium
Jake
jaw.
Paul. No,
I mean, my three is
oh
this:
yeah,
comeback of
you're
the
right.
year,
He
comeback of the
can get a
year.
titanium jaw, or whatever. Get his jaw
A
fixed like
flyer,
that.
flyer,
Yeah,
flyer.
he can.
These are my three right here off that one fight. Comeback of the year is Anthony Joshua. Loss of the year is Jake Paul. And then you got to go by the numbers. The biggest fight of the year is going to be that fight as well.
Man,
No,
if
I
you
don't know
don't get
how
comeback
off
of
the
y'all
the
put
year
that
gas,
can't.
on.
Well,
Comeback of the year can't
That fight
come
wasn't as
back of the
big as
year
Bud
can't.
and Canelo for viewership.
But look, hold on.
They got
Let's
the
look at that.
bag
Let's
though.
look at this though. Um, I know you don't like Frank Martin, but Frank Martin came out and fought Bartholomew. He got a good knockout on Bartholomew.
Bartholomew
But
was coming off of a
but we
loss.
don't hold on, but we don't want to give it to him because he fought Bartholomew. So the same thing goes with AJ. We can't give it to him because he
no.
fought
What you
Jake Paul,
mean?
bro.
Bartholomew was like
Look,
94 years old, coming off a
Jake
loss,
fought.
staying inactive.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Didn't
on, y'all.
nobody think that Jake Paul was going to win. So stop, bro. He
Okay,
can't have a
And
comeback of the
and
year.
hold on.
Ayo
That's
Freako
irrelevant.
too.
That Jake
Let me
Paul. Hold on, fam. Now Jake Paul, that man, scratch that, man. Scratch Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, scratch that. It realistically is Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. That's what
I
it
know.
is.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
the reason why it's that is
Nah,
because
nah, nah, nah,
they're
nah,
both.
nah, nah, nah,
Hold
nah,
on,
nah, nah, nah.
let me
Hey,
get
Blue
my
Muscle,
let
Blue
me get
Muscle,
let
Blue
me
Muscle,
let
Blue Muscle.
let
Can
Yeah,
me
you
get
let him
give
my
me
let him
let
one
me get
finish.
second?
my
Hold on, let him
point
Hey
finish.
across.
Freak,
Let me
we got
speak
My,
my
control of the
piece.
room, bro.
my
Yeah,
bad,
yeah.
my
Let
bad,
him
my
let
bad,
him
my
finish,
bad,
bro.
Yeah,
Let him
let
my
me
finish.
bad,
speak
my
my
bad, my bad.
piece. Okay, so like I was saying, the reason why I'm saying that is because you have two fighters that are fighting in their prime. Brian Norman was supposed to go in there and knock out, you know what I'm saying, knock out Devin Haney. You know, Haney was going. We didn't know if Haney was if he was battle like if he's okay to get back in the ring mentally or physically because we didn't know if he could take a punch. You know what I'm saying? Junior's punch, and yes, Junior lost. Norman Junior
Okay,
lost. So
so
yes,
let me say this
Yeah,
right here.
I agree with
he
what
Blue,
he's
is
blue,
saying.
blue, blue. That fight cannot be comeback of the year because here's the problem. Haney
he
had
was.
already
How
got
long
a
was Devin
win.
Haney out
He
for?
already came back from the loss.
Hey,
Oh
hey,
It,
yeah,
but
hey,
it's
that's
hey,
it's
hey,
true.
look,
Yeah,
comeback
but
man.
no,
fighter of
no,
the
it's
Hey,
it's
comeback
comeback
hey,
fighter.
fighter
It's
of
not
the
the fight.
year. It's
Comeback
of the
fighter.
hey,
That's what he
year.
gets. He got 2 wins. He bounced
It's
back
of the
of the
year
year.
because
hey,
after the
Blue.
listen though
Hey,
after
wait.
the Ramirez fight there was still
No, but
question marks about Devin. There was questions that weren't
Hey, hey,
answered. He quieted those questions down.
Nah,
hey, Fly.
I
Hey,
would
Fly.
say,
Hey, Fly.
I,
Hey,
I'm
Yo,
Fly.
I'm still giving
yo,
it to Norman. I'm
Hey,
still giving it to Devin Haney though,
hey,
because
gotta
Fly.
be
even
Dev.
though when you're saying that he came off a win, he still won. He had a layoff. It was
Hey,
questionable.
hey,
You know, he did a crazy. I mean, his that fight that he had with Ramirez, he ran around the ring. You see what I'm saying?
it's
Because he
still a
wanted to
win.
rematch with Rolly.
It's still a
It
win.
was.
Yeah, but
hey,
No, I'm not
the
saying that. I'm
That's
questions
why
not
it's
saying
the
that.
comeback
Listen,
fighter,
questions the
though,
listen,
Tony.
questions were not
listen.
the
That's why I'm
questions were not
explaining it as
answered.
a comeback fighter. You're not listening to the context. I'm trying to give you context of why. He looked shitty in that fight, did he not? Yes,
But
he did. Okay, the silence tells
But
it
Blue,
all.
you're missing the
So
point.
what I'm saying,
Comeback
I'm not
means,
missing the point.
yeah, it is because comeback means you lost and then you come back to win. That's what a
I don't know
comeback
what
But
the
it's
hell
is.
But
is
of the
it's
going
it's
on here,
year,
comeback
bro.
though,
You
fighter
Tony.
can't
You
of
can
rack
the
get
up
both.
wins and then have a
comeback
No,
fighter of
comeback.
the year.
It's
because
fighter,
The
hey,
not
look,
full
fight.
year.
listen,
I'm trying.
listen. No matter what,
Okay,
it
I see
doesn't.
what
That's
happens.
subjective. If you want to say that, if you want to say it like that, come off a loss. That's subjective because it could just be come back because you took some time off. You had a controversy. You know what I'm saying? You had a controversy fight between Ryan and Devin. You see what I'm saying? It had to take the sanctioner bodies to be able to get out there and remove that win from Ryan
Okay, just hear
because
what
he
I'm
fought
saying though.
dirty.
Just Blue, just
No,
listen to
I
what
hear
I'm
what you're
saying.
saying. I'm not
No,
trying to
no,
say
no,
you're
no,
100
no,
percent
no.
Hey,
incorrect.
No,
hold
let
on,
Tony,
y'all.
let
Look at
Tony,
Now
let's
this.
get
let
Tony's
let me
side. Let's get
speak.
Tony's side.
So my thing is this: if you're doing comeback, then you have to do the comeback fight. Devin's comeback was against Ramirez. So you would have to do what he looked like in his comeback fight against another fighter coming back in their comeback fight. To me, it's not really a comeback. If you've already got a win, then you go on to win again. Now, what you could
No,
say
no,
is,
you can't.
hold
No.
on, let me finish.
Hey,
Let me
frequent,
Okay,
finish.
I'm
go
out,
ahead.
bro.
Let him just
Let me
finish real quick.
finish.
Let him finish real quick.
If you want to have
Yeah,
a
let him
different
finish.
category, if you want to have a different category and say who had the best resurgent of 2025, then you could say Devin because he's had multiple wins. He had 2 wins in 2025 after a loss. You could say that, but I wouldn't say he had the best comeback because his comeback was against Ramirez.
All right, let me say this. No, I would say it's still
Well, if
that.
you're saying,
I would
are we,
hold
are
on,
we,
bro. Hold on. I would
Come on.
say it's still. I would say it's still Devin because, um, people was after the Ryan Garcia whole debacle and everything. People was looking to see something from Devin. They was looking to see if his mental was, okay, if
that,
Devin could
that's
bounce
exactly
back
what I
from this.
just said.
And so when Devin came back against Ramirez, it didn't do it for people. It wasn't enough for
No,
people to see because he still looked. People didn't know if he was still scared or if he was shell shocked because of the way that he fought. So that's still you can't count the Ramirez one because there was still questions there. Questions hadn't been answered, and so then
and
so and
that's
so
why I
Devin
brought in.
coming off of all of that from all of that scrutiny and everything, and then taking that Brian Norman Jr. fight, everybody absolutely thought that Devin was going to get destroyed, bro.
Let me
It was
ask you a
just
question.
a few people who
Hey,
was like, nah,
Nah,
Devin is okay. You know what I'm saying? Devin
hey,
gonna come and beat
wait,
him.
wait, wait,
let me
wait, wait.
say, wait,
You
wait,
gotta
wait. Let me say
understand. I'm
something,
on,
man.
I'm on record.
Hold on.
I'm
Hey,
on
Fly.
record and on video saying that Brian Norman had a 2% chance of beating Devin Haney. I knew he didn't even belong in the ring with him. Um,
Okay, well, you
it-
one of those. You one of
hold
those
on.
2% of the
But to
people
add
who
to it,
thought that Devin was gonna win.
but check this
Hey,
out.
hey,
Check this
Fly.
out.
Hey, Fly.
Check this
Hold
out.
on.
Hold on.
Hold on, I want to hear from Rich because Rich was trying to talk for a while. And I ain't hearing. What's good, Rich?
That's what I want to say, man. Because since Tony want to be like difficult, I don't know. I don't get it, bro. Long story short, man. Even if Devin, that was the second fight, you could say he came back off that dumbass fight with Ramirez. How people was judging him. I really was by now. Now that Blue said something, I know Blue gonna agree with me with this, or he probably not. But Shakur had the best comeback fight of the year, nigga. He came from fighting an
Oh, think about
electrician.
it. Yeah,
He
Wait,
yeah.
he
what was
came back.
Shakur? No,
He
Shakur wasn't coming back
he
from nothing.
he came back fighting an electrician, getting criticized. This,
No,
that, and
bro.
third. And
He won that fight though.
then they said William Cepeda They want to see how he gonna fight against Wayne
Nah,
Cepeda.
he ain't. He
They,
ain't.
No,
Yeah, he ain't
that was
fought
a
Rich, you
nobody
replacement.
reaching,
That
Rich, you
wasn't
because
no
of
reaching.
no,
Devin
that wasn't
Santos.
no
Hold on.
ordeal. That was a replacement, bro. He
Yeah,
had a
let me say. No,
replacement
hold on,
fight.
hold on,
Somebody
hold on.
pulled out of the fight with
Flyer,
him.
Flyer. I know where he's getting at, and the reason why he's saying what he's saying is because the De Los Santos fight is the one that basically put a stain on him, to where
He's
everybody started
cursed.
talking about him. You see what I'm saying, and put him in a position. So they wanted to
Mm-hmm.
see him fight somebody, and they wanted to make sure that he could do it. So yes, it was. I mean, I can see where you're coming from, and
Not around here. Not around here. I ain't believing it, man. It's not moving me.
I got you, I
No,
got you. But
bro, we
no
can't
matter
go with
what,
that one, bro.
I mean, but you
I,
can, because he
Hey,
did,
We
so
because
can't
that
because
hold on.
Padley,
nobody. No, nobody
hold on,
was.
hold on, hold on. Padley's fight, he ain't fight nobody. So when Zepeda came, he was fighting the number one dude. People were saying that Zepeda was gonna knock him out.
No,
He
that
can't
no, come
handle
on,
all those
bro.
punches.
You don't knock somebody down in a fight and totally dominate a person and say your next fight you're coming back off of something negative. No, bro.
man, he
Padley,
came back.
that was a
Nigga,
replacement.
Nah, brother.
Shakur
Nah.
gave that dude the
Everybody
business,
praised
bro.
him. Am
Shakur
I right
ain't
or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Everybody praised him after the
you no
Zepeda
you.
fight, right or wrong?
Well,
So,
that was because of the way he fought Zepeda, but that wasn't no comeback fight though.
so I
He
have a
he he
question.
tried to prove a point. Now I could say I will put that in the category of a good showing. You know what I'm saying?
No, no.
I
That is
got a question real
Hey,
basically
quick.
so so
you are
I need
you
a
are
question
basically
real quick.
reproving. He listen. He went out of his way to get back the people, the fans, to where even people that hated on him was congrating him. So I can see where Rich was saying what he's saying, because it does make sense. But I'm still gonna say, no matter what, Devin Haney, in my
Okay,
personal opinion, is
okay,
Devin Haney.
okay. Hold on.
yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
All
yeah.
right,
address
let's
this
Bias,
let's
real quick.
make
bias.
some sense.
Hold
Let's
on. I
get
got a
some
Haney for
question.
sense.
comeback
Let's
fighter
have
of the
Let
somebody
me
year.
make some
clarify.
sense
Hold on.
out of
Hold on.
all of
Hold on.
this.
Hold on.
Hold
Hold on.
on. Let's hear Big Dog Willie, bro.
You said
God
Devin
damn.
Haney comeback fighter of the year. That what you guys saying?
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
what some
No,
people
not
saying.
at
Come
all.
on, man. I know you got. I know. Come on, man. He just took a year. Come on, man. He just took a year off because the what's with the shit with Ryan. I mean, he came back,
Yeah,
did what he's supposed to do, and he won his fight like he's supposed to do against that old dude, and then he beat up Ryan
So
Norman. That's not
who
no
you got
comeback
come back and
fighter of the
fight again,
year.
Big
Don't
Dog
listen
Willie?
to this nigga. Don't listen to this nigga. This nigga ain't got no sense.
They don't
I
even
big
let
thought
me
you
dog,
was
big
speak
gonna
dog.
on
put
this
some
Was
shit,
any
sense
was
in.
bro.
I
people
thought you was
They
gonna
trying
get
to
some
shut
put
me
some
down. At
sense in
least
the
you said it.
conversation, bro.
They
That
they
was
don't want
sense.
me to
That's
speak
common
on it.
sense. Ain't that's like, man, that come on, man.
I mean,
Okay,
but here's
well, Big
Devin
Dog
Haney
Willie.
had the best comeback,
there's
bro.
an even
So
bigger
hold on,
problem that I
hold
will
on, Big
say.
Dog Willie. Who do you have?
See,
What's your
they
comeback fight then? That's
Yeah,
the question. What is
what's
your
your
comeback?
comeback fight then, bro?
What's your comeback fight then?
Hey, to be honest with you, somebody coming back from a layoff and then fighting somebody up, coming back and fighting somebody big, I'd say prop Bud.
Nah, bro. Bud ain't
No,
chasing him,
No,
bro.
listen. No,
no,
Nah,
he didn't.
bro.
No, no,
no,
listen. He didn't.
no.
No, you guys don't want to admit. You act like Bud haven't fought in a long time and came
But
back and
what
beat
he,
up Canelo.
He fights
but,
once a
but,
year, bro.
but
No,
Once a year.
what did well, Big Dog Willie? What did he come back from? He came back from winning,
What
and
did Devin Haney
from
come
a
back
one of his.
from?
he
We
came
know
back
what he
from
Getting
came
his
he
back
ass
came
whooped
from.
by cheating, right?
he came back from getting from be called a nigga that sue people. He came back from getting
hmm
they had his ass out in the end when he
hmm
got knocked out. He came back from all that shit, man.
He
Cheating and
didn't get
selling
Hold
his
knocked
on, he
out.
soul
ain't getting
shit.
knocked out though, bro.
He didn't get knocked out. Hey,
Knocked down, knocked
You
down, knocked
spicing
can
it
down.
I
up a
get
little
back in
bit.
here? Nah, I know people
I
don't want
mean,
me to
okay.
talk because
Let me
y'all
say
want
this,
to
you guys.
praise
Let me
Devin
say
for
this.
something he didn't
So
do.
so
But
hold on,
this is
hold
what I'm
on.
gonna say.
He
Did Devin
came back from
question
a
himself?
Floyd cheat
Roach, you
ass
already
nigga.
had your turn. Now I'm jumping in the rotation. Look, first off, by definition, Devin doesn't even fit comeback because if we want to be technical and actual,
Don't listen to this nigga. Don't listen to this nigga. This nigga
see,
ain't
see
got
there
no
you go.
sense.
We can't unsee
Technically,
the ass
no,
whooping though.
just hear me out.
We can't
First
unsee
off,
that
he
ass
didn't even
whooping, even if he got
look,
cheated.
look,
We
you
can't
don't even
unsee
want me
it.
to fucking talk. This is ridiculous. He didn't even get a loss.
I think that
He
was
didn't even
ridiculous
lose.
what you were saying, but go
No,
ahead. You
he
can
did
keep
not
saying.
even lose to Ryan. It's not even on his record as a loss. So there's no comeback from that. Number two, he wasn't the underdog against Ramirez, and he wasn't the underdog against Brian Norman Jr. He was the heavy favorite in both fights. He don't
Not around here. Not
he don't even fit the definition of a comeback.
Nah, he came
Thank
back
you.
from he
That's
came
what I'm trying to
he
say.
came back
That's
he came back he came
nah,
back from
man.
getting hurt.
Tony's
He came
correct,
back from
man. That
getting
he's
hurt. hurt
that's the correct.
he came back from getting hurt from a drug
I
cheat,
mean,
man.
come
You know how much
on,
you nah,
man.
nah, you know how much confidence that shit would take when you get knocked down 3 times and from a drug cheat and then
And look, that
come
fucked
on,
him up
man.
so much where they were
Millions,
still they were
millions,
trying to
millions,
sue. They
millions,
said they didn't want to
millions,
fight Devin Haney no more. They didn't want to fight Ryan Garcia no more.
millions,
All
millions,
kind of stuff.
millions of
He
people.
took a year off, bro, just to rethink what happened. He wasn't forced to take a year off. He took a year off himself to get things straight, to figure things out, figure out what he wanted to do. He questioned
You
himself when he
never
was
know.
in that. Hold on.
Yeah,
He questioned himself. He questioned himself when he was in that ESPN interview after the day after the fight. It was like, man, I ain't never, I just don't know what to say. I ain't never been beat like that,
Okay, so
bro.
what's you guys' definition of comeback? This is what we need to get this
nah,
straight.
nah,
What's
he
you guys'
can't.
definition of
But
comeback?
big,
Because when
big
I
dog
think of somebody
Willie,
coming
Do you
back,
have to lose
is
the?
they
Do you
haven't
have to
fought for a
officially
long
lose to
time
come
or
back?
they were
big
down
I
and
dog,
think it could
out.
be subjective. In my personal opinion, I think
big
it could be
dog Willie,
subjective. But go
big
ahead,
dog,
you guys.
big dog Willie, man. If a nigga come back off of cheating
No,
off
no,
you, man,
hold on. When
you
I think of
cheated.
somebody come back, they haven't fought for a long time, like Manny Pacquiao didn't fight for a long time, or somebody who got their ass whooped and actually took a loss, who were down and out, and they came
But
back
but but that's
and that's
messed
what
up
I'm thinking of
because
a comeback is.
We talking
But
about
not
but
coming
somebody
but
who
back
that's
from
just
messed up because
adversity though,
Devin
No,
bro.
really got
no,
his
but hold
ass
on.
whooped.
From
Listen,
your
you
Devin,
guys.
stock being
Listen.
real low, bro.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. To me, when you're talking about a comeback fight, like a comeback fight or a fighter, you want to basically say it's subjective because
It's,
people are going to tell you their opinion on how they feel, what they feel is what they feel is a comeback fight. That's why we're
If
all.
Tank would have fought again, it would have been a comeback because that was a bad showing that we saw. We saw him take a knee with grease in his
Yeah,
eye and all
if
of that.
Tank would have fought
People was
Roach, yeah, I
clowning him
agree
and
with you.
stuff. They made a whole meme out of him and everything.
Yeah,
Made a song off of what he said and everything. That was so his stock had dropped. You know what I'm saying? So if he would have came back and knocked Lamont Roach out, that would have been a
or
great
just beat
comeback.
him.
but he
Period.
We
If he
didn't
talking
do
about
it.
rematched him and beat him, yeah. If he would have
that would have
rematched him
been
and
a
beat him,
comeback.
period.
But he
That's
didn't
a
do it. He
comeback.
decided to try to fight. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, but
but
I was just
We
using him.
know, we
I
know.
was just using
Hey,
that
Big
as an
Dog Willie,
example, though. Big
hey,
dog, really. I was saying
hey,
we
Big
saying
Dog
that
Willie, I feel you, man. Go ahead and get
we
it off
we
your
saying
chest. Talk your shit about Tank, man, because I hear it in your,
no,
I hear
no,
it in your
no. We
voice
ain't
you
gonna talk
want to.
about Tank too much, bro. Please, let's not talk about Tank. But no, I was just saying that to say that Devin stock was down. A lot of people was looking at Devin different. From what happened with that Ryan Garcia situation, and then we was waiting to see how Devin was going to look. And when he came back against Ramirez, it didn't
he
answer
still was getting
enough
questioned.
questions for everybody. It didn't answer the question for everybody because a lot of people still thought Devin looked like he was shell shocked when he fought and all of that
Yeah,
stuff, and it was only a small percentage of people who still thought that Devin was who he is. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't get to see into the Brian Norman Jr. fight, so it's still a comeback, bro. But
them niggas.
I
Hey,
think
look,
you guys.
I
them
just don't
niggas
see how
trying to.
you come back from not losing.
all right, so now
I mean,
let's not
Jerry.
stay too long on that because we gonna be going
No,
back and
but
forth
man,
all day on that,
Tony got
man.
the man. That's exactly what he didn't lose. He didn't take an L.
Here, let me give you my point of view just real quick. He got his
He
ass
actually
whooped
did. He got it
still.
removed. He
Ryan
did take
still
an L. He
whooped
got it
his
removed.
ass though, and it had
Yep.
implications about his fighting ability. So regardless if he didn't take an official L, he had all of us wondering if he could really fight. Was he really that guy? And then as we're talking about fighter of the year, not fight or comeback fighter of the year, not comeback fight of the year. So I think you can have multiple fights that year and come back. That's my opinion. That's why I would
Yeah.
have
And,
Yeah.
and,
Devin
and look, you
as
know what,
That's
comeback
why.
fighter
yo?
of the
I,
That's
I
why I
had
year.
to
said
think.
it's subjective.
Hey,
That's
look,
why I
I
said
had
it's
to think
subjective.
about this too, y'all. Our pound for pound list, we just took Bud off the pound for pound list. Like Bud didn't fight this year, bro. The 2025 pound for pound list definitely gotta have Bud at the top, bro. Because that's the only one where he did what he did to get at the top. So Bud
I
is
mean,
at the top of the list for
it's just current. It's just
2025,
current
bro.
though. That's all. We know
Next
he
year,
was at the top.
2026, you know what I'm saying? Bud is we gonna have to treat Bud
But
like he
flyer,
retired.
it's
But
not
he
by flyer.
retired this year, bro. So Bud
Flyer.
is
It
number
doesn't
one right
update
now.
every year though, flyer. It updates after fights, flyer.
That's
So
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
or
saying.
things is
So
changing. So
so
it's
Bud just
current.
had this Canelo fight though this year, at the
Yeah, but
end of
what
the
I'm telling
year.
you is
So
when he retires, the it updates. It updates. Like if somebody was the like if Shakur fights at the beginning of the year, it updates. If he
No,
wins
we need to
and beats
update it
Theo,
by the year, bro.
no, it updates whenever, bro. It
But
updates
I'm
all throughout
saying
the
we need
year.
to update it by the year, bro.
Hey,
We
I
we
see what
giving we
Blaze
giving
is
the
saying
pound for
because think
pound
of it
list for
like this:
2025. We ain't gonna
if
have
you
multiple pound for pound lists for 2025, bro.
No, but it's gonna
you could
shift all
be,
year.
can I ask you something? Hey, am I correct or am I wrong? If you are retiring, you're in a contract and you're in a binding contract. You when you retire, that's the way out of the contract, correct?
Say it again.
I don't know how it is with boxing. I'm just wondering. I thought I had it understood, but I don't understand it. That's why
I
I'm
mean,
asking
say
this
it again.
question.
Yes
I
or
didn't hear
no?
what you said. I didn't hear what
The
you
answer to your
said.
So
question is yes and no.
well, that's what I'm saying. I want more context with it. I want to really
So,
understand a
Blue,
I
lot
when
didn't
you
hear
better.
what you said.
retired,
Say it again, bro.
So when Bud retired, let's just say he was under contract with Sheik for one more fight. You see what I'm saying? So when he retires, because I thought I heard other boxers say that when they retired, they got out of the contract just to get out of a contract.
No, it doesn't.
no,
It doesn't necessarily work like that.
it works like
Okay,
this,
no, I just
Blue.
want,
Blue. How
but
it
I know you
works is
can
like,
retire to get more money.
bruh,
But
if you listen, I'm about to answer it for you.
yeah, go
So,
ahead, fam. I
yes,
got you.
it's yes and no. Yes, you can retire to get out of a contract. However, you have to wait the timeline of that contract to expire.
Got you.
So,
Got you.
so
That's what it
meaning that if
is.
he had to fight within a year and he retires for a year, then he's no longer contractually obligated. But if Turkey's got him like 3-4 years for the next fight, he has to stay retired for 3-4 years before he can fight again.
Or be bought out of the contract
Or yeah,
Yeah,
or
you could always
to
buy
come
negotiation.
out.
back. Yeah, or to come back, he has to buy out the contract. No, I got you. That makes sense, and that's because I thought but I just
You lost him. What you say, OG? Knockout of the year was easy to block, Captain.
I got
No,
before
it's
I
just playing.
go before I go to work. I got one more thing. So, who the Simps fans of the year?
Come
mm,
on, you.
Ooh,
Take a Maniacs. I just want you guys
gotta
to
be
know
Yeah,
that
Tank.
you know it
Gotta be
got to be
Tank,
that,
he's
man.
bro. Come on.
stupid. He's stupid.
They've been on a roller coaster, man.
the Simps fans of the year. Take a Maniacs.
Listen, man,
No,
Yeah,
he,
Tank,
that's
they would compliment Tank and he would literally cuss him out.
I
Like,
know that's some
what?
yeah,
You
that was
simping right there.
serious?
diabolical.
He
That's some
literally
simping right
justified
there.
why they talking crazy to him. It don't get no worse than that.
He
hey,
told you he
look,
don't
if
like
I
you.
was
He said F
listen,
you
if
guys, and they
I
still
don't
love.
be
They still on this man. Yeah.
looking,
It's
if I
like
was
some
a
cult
content
like shit.
creator, right, and my favorite fighter was Tank, and he said some stuff like that to me, man, me as a fan or directly to me, man, I'll be roasting him every day, man.
Man, I'd be
I
like,
know,
fuck
right?
that nigga, man.
I'll
Hey,
be
man,
roasting him
Fuck
no,
out
every
here,
man.
day.
Tank
You,
is. Fuck that nigga.
Tinkerbells, they love Tank real hard, bro.
You know what?
nah, I'm cool,
I would
bro.
say this. Thinking about, I would say
No
Devin could
pause,
probably,
no
De-
pause.
Devin could probably win best fighter, like best win of the year by beating Brian Norman. That might be the best actual win of the year
Nah,
because
it's
he.
Bud
Yeah,
beating Canelo, bro.
Devin got two categories.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot Canelo, but Bud's gonna have that. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bud's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have that one, bro.
It's blown out the waters just with all the implications of that fight.
Yeah.
But it's a good
Hey,
honorable
look,
mention though.
Bud, you could say
No,
fight of the year
wait,
too for Bud.
is Bud still is Bud the best upset of the year or the best win of the year?
I think it's
It's
Oh,
it's
both.
it's both. It's both.
Yeah, it's both because because
No, I think more people thought that Devin was going to lose to Brian Norman Jr. than they thought that
No, you just a Devin man.
Bud
You
was going
just
to
a
lose to
Devin
Nah,
Canelo.
child man. You just be saying
Man, it
Devin could
was
do
so many
anything.
people thinking that Bud was going to beat Canelo, bro.
yeah, but people.
but there
Vegas,
was a
Hey,
lot of
what was
hold
the
people
on.
that didn't
Vegas
Canelo.
give a
Hey,
odds?
fuck.
What was
hold
the
on, hold
odds?
on.
What was
Time
the
out,
I'm
odds
gonna
man.
in
be honest
Vegas?
with you. To
Hey,
me,
time
the
out,
biggest
y'all.
What was the
upset,
money
Somebody,
line in Vegas?
no,
I
somebody
got plus
somebody
225
put flyer in the
Bud
yeah,
gonna
back
win
we
DC.
can
page.
look up odds, but the biggest upset of the year was
Hold up,
probably
I saw.
Parker
Hold on.
losing to Wardley.
Hey,
Look,
everybody with a
Devin.
wrench
It
come
was
together
this
so we
what
can put
Devin versus
flyer in the
Brian Norman
backstage,
Jr.
y'all.
was. It was plus
No,
75, plus
it was not. It
175.
was negative 110. Devin was negative 110 when it closed.
No, bro.
Sports Illustrated.
The aircraft carrier, he won money off of this, so you can't tell him what it was, bro. He know
He
what
could
he
have
won.
placed his bet before the closing. The odds change
Yeah, they
until
be
the
shifting.
close.
Yeah, they do change.
When it closed, according to Sports Illustrated, Devin was a -10 odd at the closing of the bet.
Okay, so what was Bud?
I
Bud
don't
was
know.
+2.
But what
I
I'm
was in
saying is,
Vegas.
in
I
my
bet. I
opinion,
got +225 for a decision for Bud, and then I
but
got +700 for the stoppage. I
look,
bet both
do me a
and
favor.
still
Hey,
made
look up
money.
this odd. Look up these odds. Fabio Wardley versus Joseph Parker. To me, that's the biggest upset.
Yeah, nah,
Parker
that's the
losing to
biggest
Wardley.
upset.
Yeah,
If you
hey,
talking about the
Canelo was
odds, yeah.
-150, right?
I didn't even look. I didn't put
Yeah,
money on Canelo.
Canelo was -150.
Hmm.
Yeah, frequent
But
fire. You have to. Come on, man. I know you like Devin, but come on, man.
Hey, 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 you know what?
I think Bud
No,
had the
no.
the win,
Parker
the
was a
best win.
negative. Parker was a -400 to win. To me,
Hey,
that's
hold
the
on.
biggest
Everybody up
upset.
here got a wrench, right? And we all got wrenches on this panel.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Everybody
so.
on this panel
Okay.
got a wrench. Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a one in the chat, so that'll unlock a code, right? To put flyer in the backstage for 10 minutes. Yo, fire boy, he on one,
Don't
right?
listen to this nigga. Don't listen to this nigga. This nigga ain't got no sense.
hey, aircraft, put my one on the screen. Aircraft,
Yeah, put that one in the screen, y'all. Come on, let's see if we can get him to go to the backstage for
put my
10
one.
seconds at least.
Hey, what happened to Big Dog Willie?
Hey, look, niggas just put
Oh, he
one
must have just
one
hopped
out there
off.
too. Hey, look, I got it too, nigga. Fuck that.
He
Oh,
gonna put a
shoot.
one in the chat too. Like he really think it's gonna happen, bro. You can't imagine things into existence.
Hey man, forget what you talking about, man. You know we trolling, but still, man, it's still the thought that counts, man.
Yeah, y'all bugging, man. I still got the Infinity Gauntlet from when Devin became undisputed at 135, bro. Y'all can't do nothing like that with me.
Oh yeah, we can. We got to just
I
join
still got
together.
all the
How did
stones from
Thanos? Hey,
135, bro.
how did Thanos get beat? How did they beat Thanos? They all came together and
No,
worked
cause he did,
together.
cause he destroyed. No, they didn't beat him. He destroyed the stones, and so that's how they beat him. Once he got rid of all the belts, then Ryan did what he did.
They ain't they fault. They still came together and whoop his butt. What you mean?
Hey, with the Infinity Gauntlet, they couldn't do nothing with him though.
Oh well, he shouldn't have destroyed it then. He shouldn't have gotten in his feelings and realized, man, maybe I did mess up because I'm the strongest person around here and I can't even talk to nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes me.
No, see, he was trying to fix the 135-pound division so they can't duck
Oh,
each other
okay.
down there no
Okay.
more. So he got rid of them duck belts. He got rid of the WBA super, and he got rid of the franchise French fry belt, bro. So no more duck belts. And now and they still ain't fight each other. Shakur, Tank, all them dudes down there just looking at each other, not fighting each other after Devin left, man. That's crazy. But yeah,
Um,
I ain't planning to
I
stay on
want
here too long, y'all. Me and my
to.
guy here for boxing just came. We just wanted to come up here and do a quick little recap of 2025, and then Tony Reviews came and made my guy hop off with his crazy
Bruh.
takes
I don't
and
see how they
everything.
crazy whenever Big Dog Willie agreeing with me.
Now you understand why. You answered your own question, bro.
And then you know there's another thing that comebacks too. You could also talk about fights where fighters were losing in the fight and they come back to win.
Who you
Oh
got for
yeah.
that, Tony?
Well,
Yeah, yeah, you can do that too.
I
Yeah, you
don't
can do
think
that
I
too.
saw that this year though. Who that happened to?
I'm gonna fall right back to the fight I just said. Fabio Wardley versus Parker. Parker was
Yeah,
whooping him and he
yeah, he
stopped him
was.
in the 11th.
He was.
What about Monster anyway? When he got knocked down them 2 times in those fights,
Man,
did
you
he
He
know,
was
can't
still
was
stop
he
winning.
talking
losing?
about
Was he
monster.
losing?
No, he
Nah,
was
he was still
winning.
winning.
He was still
But he
winning.
got
Yeah, he
rocked.
was winning those fights whenever he got knocked down.
Man, that nigga got rocked though. Goodness gracious, both
What he
times.
do? He did a 180 or 360 in there.
And he
Yo,
got
What was the
busy.
If we want to
controversy?
give,
Look,
if we want to give
aircraft got one right here. He said, "What was the controversial stoppage of the year?"
a flyer, hand
Rolly
wraps of the year,
Romero,
go to Anui.
and not Canelo, because Canelo got one too, bro. And theirs is more diabolical because Canelo guy, he said, "Man, we did this over 2,000 times
2,000
already."
times. Watch out. Kept rapping him that way too. Like, listen, the fuck what you talking about? Protest.
Over 2 times.
He put he's not allowed to put tape over the heifer, so he's allowed to put a little bit of gauze first, so there's no tape over the skin.
he's stacking. That's what you talked about yesterday. No, I can't have that. No, I cannot have that.
Okay.
That's not gonna happen.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
not gonna happen. No, that's what you talked about yesterday. That's stacking.
No, that's not stacking,
Francisco.
man.
Hey, what's the ball name right there?
Exactly what you
Ain't
said.
that Triple G guy?
That's not stacking. That's a very light wrap.
No, I'm gonna.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna file a protest on that.
Go ahead.
Just
Go
so you know
ahead.
that. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Done this about 2,000 times or more.
Hey, who was that guy with the white shirt on, with the white polo shirt on? Ain't that Triple G guy?
Nah, that wasn't Abel Sanchez. Mm-mm.
That's
It
who I
might have.
thought that was.
No,
I
I don't
think
think
that
that was
was
him.
that was the Triple G fight though.
I don't think that was his trainer.
Anybody in the chat know who that was? I
I
think
don't
that
know,
was.
but he looked young though.
I think that
He
was
looked like a
him.
young Canelo.
No, I don't think that's Abel.
We talked about this yesterday.
It looked like he got Triple G on his shirt. I don't know though.
Yeah, that's the triple. That was the Triple G
he's
fight
not
right
allowed
there.
to put tape over the heifer, so he's allowed to put a little bit of gauze first, so there's no tape over the skin.
He's stacking. That's what you talked about yesterday. No, I can't have that. No, I cannot have that.
Okay.
That's not
You
gonna
know,
Yeah,
there's
you got
nothing
Triple G
wrong
on
with
the
that.
gonna happen.
What fight
Talked
was
about
this
yesterday.
for?
That's
Was it
stacking.
for the
No,
Triple
that's
G
not
fight?
stacking,
Francisco.
man.
Yeah,
That's
that
exactly
is
what you
him.
said
No,
yesterday.
sir. That's not stacking. That's
so
a
this was
very
the Triple
light
G fight.
wrap.
This wasn't from this year.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that is him, bro.
Yo, that was
Listen,
from
you
the
see,
Triple G fight.
you see,
Huh?
they didn't even miss a beat.
I
Canelo
said
sat
that
right there and
video
got
was
his
from the
hands
Triple
wrapped
G
just how he
fight.
wanted them.
Yeah, it was from the Triple G fight. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying like he had that rap shit this year against Crawford.
Oh no, that was the Triple G fight.
Flyer
But he
trolling.
said he did it 2,000 times already. So now y'all know what Triple G went up against, man. Triple G was sturdy, bro. He was getting rocked by Canelo, and it wasn't doing nothing. He was eating all of them shots, bro. And Canelo was stacked too. So let that sink in. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to hop off, man. My bad. I ain't planning to stay on too long. We've been on for almost an hour and a half, but I think 2 Cents is on though. So
All right, I appreciate you letting me on since you know you talked all that. My vote for the biggest of the year is most overhyped fighter of the year is the Thanos. On that, y'all have a good night.
He left
salute,
with a
bro.
stray.
Yo, I
Yeah,
appreciate
salute.
everybody coming in the building. You know what I'm saying, to check out the live and everything. I appreciate everybody who came on the panel. You know what I mean? I recommend that, if y'all can go over there and see what 2 Cents doing. I mean,
Hey, Fly,
tell her I sent
I
y'all.
want to give you a shout out, man, to your mods, man, and you flying them airplanes and them drones, man. So I
Oh
want to give a
yeah.
shout out to your channel, man.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
if y'all like planes and drones and all of that stuff, go subscribe to my other channel, Frequent Flyer RC. I'm sitting in here around a whole bunch of drones and planes now. I'm stepping over them Jones actually. But
for sure.
yeah, salute y'all. Appreciate y'all. Smash the like button on the way out.